Welcome, welcome to 2017 and good riddance to 2016. Well, I shouldn't say good riddance like that, but I'm glad that 2016 is completed. It's complete. I didn't complete everything I wanted to complete in 2016. But 2016 is gone and I can't do anything else about it except look forward to what 2017, look forward to the things that I can do in 2017. So, hey, my name is Bookwell and like I said, welcome to 2017. So, one word to describe your 2016. Your 2016. I don't know why I always see 2016. Well, for me, I would have to say my 2016 has been really adventurous. And when I say adventurous, it's adventurous because I had the chance to do things I've always wanted to do, but didn't have the opportunity to do. So I did that. And then I had to do things I didn't want to do, but I had to do it anyway. And so that took a bit more courage and definitely took me out of my comfort zone. So that's what 2016 was about. And in 2016, I can look back and smile. I published and released my first book, Copycat. Take Time to Find Yourself. Copycat with a K, not C. Kopykat. Then I started my bachelor's in psychology. And my first semester was in spring 2016. And I got 3.2, which is pretty good. I had a traumatic brain injury and my first time back in school since the injury. So 3.2 was pretty good. I think that deserves a pat on the back. And so I did that. So I can look back and smile. I completed my website is up and running. And if you were to go to my website, you would see where it says, like on the calendar of events, that today, January 1st, 2017, today marks the journey. Today, the journey to FYI officially begins. FYI. What is FYI? FYI is find your identity. So the journey to find your identity begins today. What birthed FYI, in fact, came out of my traumatic brain injury experience. Having a traumatic brain injury, surviving a traumatic brain injury requires you to relearn everything you knew. And in relearning everything, that includes speaking, writing, walking, how to manage your emotions, how to logically and cohesively or coherently carry a conversation. So in relearning all of these things, you really and truly have to go to therapy. You have to go to speech therapy, physical therapy, speech therapist, occupational therapist, physical therapist, not psychotherapist. Well, you can go to a psychiatrist or a neuropsychologist. You have to go to a lot of persons who are able to teach you how to deal with these things again. But one thing we didn't have was a life coach, someone to help us understand how to deal with, let me not say us, but me. I didn't have a life coach to help me relearn or learn how to live with the new me. Because after the brain injury, you're no longer the person you used to be, but you are a new person. Because your personality may very well change. Like, I was one, I really liked the crowd. I really liked talking loud. I really liked, I just liked going out, and, well, not really going out, but I really liked having a good time. And now it's just like, give me a good book to read, or give me something to study about the brain, or understanding emotions. So, I like to study now so that I can help others. And oh my goodness, you would not believe this. So yesterday night, I surprised myself. I hated math with a passion. And so last night, I just began calculate. I was reading something and figures started coming up. And I sat there and I would have to get that pen and paper and start to write out these equations. And last night I just began doing it in my mind, mentally I began working it out, and that was not me before. So I was like, oh my goodness, I've really changed. Well, the injury has been 6 years. December 6th made it 6 years. But a brain injury, it lasts forever, because you would never return, your brain never returns to the state it was in before the brain injury. And so you will always have an impact, be it your personality changed. That's lasting. Hello? Or your speech may have changed, or your walk has changed because your gait isn't, or your balance is off, these things. And so finding your identity, it came from that experience, because I began studying myself. I began studying the the temperaments. I began studying relationship styles and emotional responses. And I began taking notes of what time of the day did I get really tired? What did I do when I got tired? Or what did I do when I was really sad? I began studying myself. Well, I just didn't study myself just like that. I am a believer. I believe in God, the Creator, and I follow His teachings. And so, with His leading, I was able to branch out into so many things that helped me to better understand myself. And so I decided, I definitely want to help other persons to find their identity. FYI, find your identity. Because when you find out more about you, when you are able to understand yourself a bit more, you're better able to relate to others. And when you are able to relate to others, when you are able to relate to others, you are able to live in a more peaceful manner, in a more peaceful community. Because when you understand that something ticks off another person, you don't want to pick a fight. You don't want to be the reason that a fight breaks out, or an argument that an argument is caused, or anything like that. And so I believe that it is important that we definitely learn more about ourselves. Like last week, was it last week? On on the 23rd of December, right? So I went into a bookstore and I purchased this book, Why You Do the Things You Do. Now, I haven't gotten really far. I am only on I think I'm on chapter 3. Oh no, I'm on chapter 4. Okay, I'm on chapter 4. And this is really good. And so I enjoy reading things like this so that I am able to understand, and then I'm able to share with you in ways that would help you understand yourself and understand your relationships even better. And you're able to handle conflicts, and handle just simple agitations and irritations. You're able to handle these effectively so that your relationship won't be destroyed. In this era that we are in, a lot of people, because they don't want to be hurt, they don't want to be offended, they don't want to be irritated, they don't want to be annoyed, they want to stay to themselves. And so relationships are being destroyed, and society, it says that we are to socialize with each other. If we aren't socializing, then we don't really have a society. We don't really have a society, okay, if we aren't socializing. So we have got to socialize with each other, and not be aloof, not be withdrawn, not be afraid to get hurt, And then people, it's so much that this journey would call us to. This journey is like peeling an onion. I don't know how many of you cut onions or peel them or whatever. But when you have an onion, you can even do it now. When you have an onion and you peel off the layers, it begins watering your eyes. Sometimes you have to step back from the onion and wipe your eye. You will need to take a little time to come back to that onion and to cut that bad boy up. And that's how it's going to be when you begin discovering so much more about yourself. When you begin getting deeper, understanding yourself a bit more. And because I believe in God and I follow Him, then I'm going to throw in some biblical principles every now and then, to show how faith and science, because everybody right now they're on this run where if science says it, then that's it. But science and faith, really and truly, they go hand in hand. Because most times, like I would speak to a friend, and he would say some things from a scientific perspective, and I would respond basically saying the same thing, but from a faith standpoint or from a biblical standpoint. And so, yeah, it really and truly goes hand in hand. And also, another thing that I may throw in every now and then, because I love it, is how our minds, our mental health plays a pivotal role in in finding your identity and understanding why you do the things you do. Now, not only that, but definitely we're gonna, I know a lot of persons don't like to read, but I will at times list the books that I am reading, so that if you want, you can go to it. So that, if you want, you can go and you can purchase it online, or from your bookstore, something. But then that way you would be able to understand for yourself, in case I am not explaining it clearly, but I will do my best to explain it very carefully. As a matter of fact, what I would sometimes do is speak to a psychiatrist here in the Bahamas, or other persons in the mental health profession, to get their advice on what it is, or how can I how am I able to explain it in a way that others would be able to understand it. So I would do that as well. And also, I just want you to know that sometimes I may not be as consistent, but I will do my best to do that. That is something I have to be. I have to be more consistent in things I do. And also, one more thing. I keep saying and also. But I think it was in July or August, maybe even September. You would have, well, not you would have seen, but I started really promoting like my book and promoting different things about myself, and then all of a sudden everything stopped. Everything just came to a halt, abrupt stop. And that is because I had some issues I had some situations that just came out of nowhere and took me for, I was completely surprised by it. And I had to step away and I had to deal with this. As a matter of fact, I am still dealing with it. And so I'm going to have to just find a balance. Life is all about balance. Life is a seesaw. We just have to find that balance. And so that's something I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to find that balance so that as I continue to study for myself and study so that I am able to help you understand more about you, and then we are able to live in a more peaceful society. Everybody don't want to live in peace. But hey, let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. And so, if you want there to be peace, there must be peace in you first. So, guys, welcome to 2017, and welcome to FYI Find Your Identity, because now the journey has begun, and I really look forward to helping you and to even being on this myself, because there's so much that I know that I will continue to learn. Well, one of the things that we are going to discuss next time would be understanding our temperaments. Understanding our temperaments. And so now look, I just study for fun, but like I said, I want to speak to psychiatrists and mental health professionals so that I know that I'm saying the correct things, because I don't want to be telling you something that's not right. And so we are definitely going to do that. And so I look forward to you. And sometimes I'm going to be speaking about like living with traumatic brain injury, because it's something that I am living with. And so we're going to do this together. Okay? We are going to FYI. Well, that would be FOI, find our identity. I'm going to FMY, find my identity. FMI, okay, find my identity. While you, FYI, find your identity. And together, we will FOI, find our identity, as we continue on life's journey. Bye, guys, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a live video on Facebook. So, enjoy your New Year celebration. Bye.